And so for me, as I think about the arts, I'd like to be known as the champion of arts in the region. Not that there aren't more people who are better at art, who are better speakers than I am, but I'm willing to stand up and say the arts are important economically, culturally, and we need to fund them. And so I've got a vision of how I think Saanich should be the greatest and the greenest. And just a few things that I'd like to mention that I think would have resonance for you: affordable housing. It's talked about by everybody. And what does it mean, really? Well, it means that you can afford to live where you grew up. The third thing I just want to talk about is shared roadways. And that's a real controversial topic. I actually had a real humbling experience with Derek when we went and we knocked on a man's house in Broadmead. And he asked me, what are you passionate about? And I said, shared roadways, because I walk everywhere. I love to walk. And I walk to Claremont almost every day, but not lately because this campaign seems to take up so much time. But I used to walk to school every day. And there are places in Saanich where we have beautiful sidewalks, and we happen to be in them. This corridor here. Thank you, Carol, for the work you did to make Royal Oak so walkable, and the Whitworths for people who helped make the community, and the Holloway family. So these are places that we are lucky to have. But there are places in Saanich that absolutely are in dire need of sidewalks. I dare anybody, unless you have a death wish, to walk along Wilkinson. If you have a young family, you need to feel safe to walk. I met a family on Quadra between Reynolds and Tattersall, so if you have that sense, by the keg, who they have 3 kids, and they're terrified of walking on there because it's a speedway. And so when I say shared roadways, it's not because I'm anti-car. It's not that I'm anti-car, it's I'm pro-everything. And I know that's, well, if you stand for something, everything, you stand for nothing. But I mean that. Like, if you want to walk, you should have the right to walk in your community. You want to ride a bike, there should be bike lanes on major corridors. Here are some things that I would commit to bringing to council. Number 1, I believe that every document that Saanich government creates should be available online in a format called open government, open data. There's nothing to hide. And therefore, you get it up, and anybody who wants to see what's been paid, you put it up there. Another thing, and I don't know if you did this during your term, did they ever have council meetings in the community?
Not really.
Yeah.
I think we did it maybe a long time ago, but not. No.
So why not? Why not commit that once a year, or even once a term, every 4 years, you will have a council meeting in one of the 18 neighborhoods of Saanich? Why not? What's the worst that's going to happen? Nobody. What would I suggest? I will bring a report to councils that says for the first 15 minutes of every council meeting, time will be made available for people to make presentations.
Absolutely.
And now,
we used to do that.
Exactly. And I've looked at other municipalities. They do this. So it's not like, Colin, you're crazy. No. Colin wants to hear from people.